The career minor puts great emphasis on the personal development of students as they learn more about the professional world, their possibilities, and professional preferences. While not all students necessarily discover the one perfect job for them during this minor, students learn how to move forward in their career and understand their value in the job market. Ultimately, the aim of this minor is to ease the transition from studying to working by challenging the students to step outside their comfort zones and to reflect on their skills. The approach in this minor is more practically oriented than majors and other minors, as there is comparably little to be done at home, but all the more hours are spent in workshops, guest lectures, and classes. This is your opportunity to experience a working schedule. The career minor is an intensive full-time program, meaning that you have classes over 4 to 5 days a week with weekly alterations in the schedule. The career minor is open to RUG students from all faculties. You have the opportunity to learn how to apply for a job, how to network, how to negotiate, how to engage in entrepreneurial thinking, how to compose a policy advice, and how to improve teamwork. In other words, as a student following the career minor, you will learn how to apply your knowledge in practical settings and further develop your talents. You are expected to acquire new job-relevant skills through training sessions where you will determine your personal learning goals together with a career trainer, workshops on teamwork, interpersonal skills, and self-analysis, guest lectures from different fields, for instance, intercultural communication and its relevance in the job market, excursions with your theme group, and assignments. The first half of the career minor consists of 2 courses: Humanities at Work, where you get to meet inspiring guest lecturers and follow the aforementioned workshops, as well as one of 3 theme courses that ideally matches your interests, study background, or future wishes. Here is an example of what a week in the career minor could look like. We have asked former students to share their experience during the career minor.
I decided to participate in the specialization theme Peace and Security, in Dutch Vrede en Veiligheid. It is a Dutch-oriented course, Vrede en Veiligheid, that discusses security challenges the Netherlands has to face coming years. And we got to visit the Dutch Ministry of Defense, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and military bases in multiple excursions, which was really nice. We had a workout, a military workout, for instance. It was hard, but it was really nice to do. And we got to meet a lot of interesting new people in the field, so new LinkedIn persons as well. And I would really recommend everyone to choose this theme course.
Hi, I'm Gigi. I'm one of the students who took part in last year's career minor in the governance theme. The governance theme is oriented towards students who are interested in learning more about what a job in governance entails, such as working in a government or in an NGO. Some of the activities that we took part in included listening to very exciting guest lectures, guest speakers who came in to talk about the work that they do. Some of them we even visited ourselves with a trip to The Hague, and at the beginning we even had a very exciting role play or simulation where we played some very scheming and conniving corrupt government officials in a post-Soviet corrupt country. I'd really recommend this course or this sub-theme to anyone who's interested in what sort of career path you might need to take to get in a job like this, what it entails, and if you really want to learn some of the skills that are required, which include writing policy papers, presenting these policy papers, and then writing policy advice for a government institution.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and I'm a communication information student, and I follow the career minor during my 3rd year in the 1st semester. I believe that the career minor was one of the most important steps towards my future career, because I want to be an entrepreneur in the future. Especially the entrepreneurship and leadership themed course, it helped me better understand myself, as well as I think all the perks that come with owning a business, which is very important for me. And I really think that as a group, we were very connected and we helped each other learn. And it was very fun having together day trips every other week around Groningen to meet different entrepreneurs and talk to them and learn how to network with professionals, which was, in my opinion, one of the most useful experiences of the career minor.
For more information on the themes, please check out the Career Minor website. You will conclude the Career Minor with an internship or a team assignment in the second half of the semester. The team assignments are rather unique to the Career Minor, as they give you a glimpse of the professional work setting in project teams. Here you form part of an interdisciplinary team and are presented with a project by the government, a regional business or NGO, which you are set to organize and carry out for the duration of the second block. The second part of the Career Minor is meant to give you a taste of work organization and practice to further aid your career decisions. We've also asked 2 students to share their experiences during their team assignment in the second block. We highlight this part specifically because it's a unique opportunity within the Career Minor.
I'm Kees, and last year I followed the Career Minor, and within the Career Minor I did the practical assignment for which we did research for Cordate. Cordate is an NGO which works in conflict regions, and we did research on the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in South Sudan and Uganda, and we provided Cordate with a policy advice on how to tackle the problems around the proliferation of small arms and light weapons. And yeah, it's just a great opportunity to use all the theoretical knowledge that you gained during the program in practice. And you meet a lot of people from the field. It's a great way of networking and yeah, just to gain experience in the field really. And me and all of my fellow students really enjoyed this part of the Career Minor.
Hi, my name is Romy and I took part in the Career Minor program. Specifically, I did a practical assignment for Omroep Friesland, which is a broadcasting company in Friesland in the Netherlands. Yeah, and I thought this was a very educative and fun experience. I worked with a team every day, 4 days in a row, full days, very different from normal university life where I go to school a few hours a week. I found that this was very structured, first of all. It was very rewarding. You made full days, and when you came home, you didn't have to do much else, which is nice. But also, I worked with a fun team all day. We really got to know each other, became friends. But also, you learn to see your own strengths and the strengths in others, which is very helpful, I think, further on in life when you get a real job and work in a team. You learn to negotiate with each other, to get priorities straight. Yeah, and that is just so important. So the social aspect of it was very important to me. But also the working with the client was a very helpful and mostly rewarding experience because, you know, you get to present the best of yourself. For example, I had to communicate with the client. I was the contact person. And I had to be very clear, I had to be very structured in what I did, but also, yeah, I learned that the client really listened to me and to us as a team, which was so rewarding. They had faith in us and we really got to present something that we were proud of. So I think the aspect of working with a client is just as important as the rest of the project. Because you know, you get self-confidence and you get to do your very best and present a project that you can be really proud of and that you can like present on your resume or something. And yeah, I think you get to keep that for the rest of your life. Yeah, so these are the reasons I would very much recommend the Career Minor and doing a practical assignment.
Are you unsure about your prospective master's program? Are you unsure about how to navigate your career and find your direction? And are you up for a challenge? Then join us during the next Career Minor.